Hello, welcome back.
The camera died. Oh, it's because it's a girl and I'm a guy.
And yeah, but now we can properly rate the matcha. What would you rate it out of 10?
A 7, maybe? Or a 6.
Yeah, that was really high. I was gonna say like a 5.
For this, for a matcha latte powder, I think it would be a 7 or a 6.
Oh, like the powder itself. I think the powder itself is really good because I like matcha lattes.
I finished. So good.
Really?
10 out of 10.
I think
have some.
Yeah, you can have some of mine too.
Thanks, Shannon. Oh, thanks. You guys really don't like this matcha. And it's cold too. I haven't touched and seen ice in so long.
Mm-hmm.
Long story.
I actually
made matcha cookies.
Oh my god.
Yesterday. And they were so bust. We have been all over the place.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Or talk about your first hackathon, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. My first hackathon was at the UBC Cloud Innovation Center, which is where I work now. Yeah, it was pretty good, but because we were working with AWS, I don't think that's a first hackathon thing because the learning curve for AWS is so steep. Yeah,
yes.
So steep, and it's only 8 hours. So I feel like I didn't know anything that was going on, but then my teammate really knew what he was doing. So I was carried the entire team. I only did the front end, but we won.
And then she won the second time too.
Yeah, but the second time I actually knew what I was doing. I was yeah, I just knew how to pitch, I think, which really helps actually at a hackathon.
Yeah, piece of advice.
Yeah, piece of advice.
My first hackathon failure would be my very first hackathon. Just because me and my team, none of us really knew how to code or anything. So it was a little rough because none of us knew how to code. So basically what we presented was just a Figma design of what we did. After that, I started learning web dev and stuff like that. And yeah, I progressed throughout the years.
My first hackathon was Hack Camp, hosted by NW+. And this was my very first time touching web dev at all. And I remember I joined my team with one of my friends and then 2 random people. And so I just went into it oh my god, how will this go? And I remember the hardest part of that hackathon was linking the pages together and having I remember that was the hardest thing. I was oh my god. And I remember even changing the background color was so hard. And this was pre ChatGPT.
Yeah.
This was before it was used so much. And but I still think I learned a lot. It motivated me to do other hackathons and it taught me how to pitch, and it was really cool. And also a bunch of free snacks, and I was
a lot of free food. I think it's so funny to look back now because now you're giving workshops to how intro to web dev and all of these things that I had no idea about.
Yeah, I thought I was so cooked when I didn't know how to even change the background color.
Yeah,
and I was how will I do this?
Yeah.
But look where we are
exactly
now.
So that could be you.
We should talk about our favorite project.
My favorite project was the one where I didn't win anything. It's the most recent one. So Amy and I actually recently did a hackathon that was organized by Shannon. There's oh my god, so much
full circle moment.
Yeah, full circle moment. But yeah, we built a karaoke game basically. It's Type Racer, but for how well you sing. Which is actually really funny though. So for testing purposes, we basically made the second race or the second player to always lose.
We were just trying to mess with our friends.
Yeah. So one of our friends who was testing it out was trying his best to sing so well, but he would always keep losing, and he would keep being okay, let me do it again, but he would never win.
He was again, and then he made his he's oh, it's because it's a girl and I'm a guy, and then he started singing 5 octaves higher, and then he just wouldn't drop
and he still lost. But that was such a fun project. Okay, but I feel it really brought people together, so that was really fun.
It was really cool to see people interacting with it and really just enjoying it.
Yeah.
And I think it's really funny also how we came up with that, because we were ideating for Command F, and I remember like we started off like, oh, we should do something like for like good of the community.
Yeah.
We were thinking about like a
Solo travel, like,
yeah, like safety
safety
app.
app.
And then we were thinking about it a little bit more, and then I was just like, we just want to sing. And so
Yeah.
that's how the idea came to fruition.
One of my most favorite projects would be the one that I did. It was also like a hackathon I didn't win, but I actually really loved the project because I thought it was really cool. It was for our friend Aisha came.
She built the karaoke game with us.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Shout out,
Please don't
honorary
mind the
member.
mess.
Yeah.
Aisha's gonna taste it.
It's really good. I've never had iced matcha before.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
You've had hot matcha?
I always have hot matcha.
Wait,
What?
no, that
I
is
just think
a
normal
crime.
What's considered normal matcha?
Like, it's not like particularly hot, but it's just
Oh,
it's
like
not
warm.
iced.
Yeah.
Oh.
Guys, it's 6.
Most favorite hackathon projects would probably be the one that I did at CalHacks. Actually, it wasn't it wasn't a hackathon project that I like won or anything, but I think it was really cool because we did get to experiment with what's called the Snapchat's spectacles or Snap spectacles. It's basically like a VR, like it's basically just like spectacles, and it's giving them, it's kind of like the Meta Quest, like Apple's
so
Meta
cool.
Quest. So it's really cool that we got to experiment with that. And yeah, I thought that was like a really cool hardware tool that we got to like bring in to our project. And yeah, and also being in San Francisco.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Amazing. I really enjoyed this one project I did last year. It was at Produce Hacks, but it was like a fitness like app where you like kind of gamified it, and so you would like move on to the next level if you like completed a goal. And then this was my first time using like computer vision, and so it was really cool having like a webcam, and then we like use this really like interesting, it was called, I forgot the name, ML5JS, but it was like image classification. So it could like determine what was in frame. And I remember when I was like playing with it, it like always said I had a neck brace.
You look like a neck brace, or it
It was
looked like
just-
you had a neck brace?
I don't know, it just said neck brace. I was like, something wrong with me? So I think that's the most humbling thing, is like being like judged by computer vision. Being judged by computer vision.
That's so funny.
Yeah, literally. Thank you so much for watching.
us
to our-
make matcha.
Yeah.
Join
This
YouCode.
next
Join
episode.
YouCode. Join the workshops.
Yeah, well, we have so many amazing workshops, pre-hackathon workshops, day off workshops.
Yeah.
We have everything prepared.
We have so
for
much
you.
fun. Yeah.
And hiring is soon, so join the team.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, and follow us on YouCode as well, and our Instagram pages. That
Yeah.
will be linked somewhere.
Thank you.
Bye.